offense. We'll put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Quickly complete. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. The sure hands, it's Frazier. Turns it on at midfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Makes the grab.
Well, after that completion on the corner route, it'd be interesting to see if later in the game the offensive coordinator comes out and shows the defense the same look, but this time sends the receiver to the middle of the field. Might catch the defense off guard.
And the Dogs will have it 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Frazier. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you. you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
The running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. He's got it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
All right, they get the completion, don't get the first down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Easy. They'll run for it. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one. But don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He just got back to the line of scrimmage and tried to run it out of the gun and found no room at all.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Turning it on. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And these offenses, man, they've been struggling, and you've been waiting. Who's going to make the big play? They finally break through. They make the big explosive play, and maybe this is what they needed to get this offense rolling.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Using his legs, it's Frazier. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Snagged in the middle. It's Humphries. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He'll try to take it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to adjust the pattern. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Offense at an empty set. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw at Stockton. Punts it out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Humphries. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole. And this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Got a man. It's Young. Runs through a tackle. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw it. caught over the middle. It's dealt. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
The give on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Back to throw. It's Stockton. Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
And the offense has found a lot of success throwing to this guy out of the slot. He's done a nice job working the middle of the field, winning his one-on-one matchups, and this quarterback really feels a good rhythm when he's looking his way.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Humphries. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Zings it complete to the right. At the 35, he's open. Oh, he's got some space. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
He'll bring it out. It's White. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Back to pass. It's Stockton. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good. And you got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws the football.
He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
Let's go!
Looking to throw on first down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And what a change in momentum. It looked like the offense was going to score points. Not only does the defense pick it off, but a great individual effort on the return, now setting their team up in field goal range to try and steal 3 points before the end of the half.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's White. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to scramble. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Off play action. Bringing the heat. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Hey, man, I played with Tiki Barber and the Giants, Frank Gore and the 49ers, LaDainian Tomlinson in the Senior Bowl. These guys wanted to catch passes in our offense. Even though they knew sometimes they were the 3rd or 4th read in the progression, they were hoping I was going to throw them a football. And it is so nice as a quarterback to know that you've got running backs like that want to be involved.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
You have to wonder if going in at halftime in the locker room just slowed down the momentum a little bit for this offense. They had it going so well in the first half. They were up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard, scoring points. But here we go. First drive of the second half, and they run into a wall, getting sacked on the 3rd play of the drive. They're going to have to pick it up here in the second half.
Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Stockton. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
on 3rd and long. He has to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Humphries. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The Dogs want to move quickly. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Dogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
When you're trying to throw the ball down from the 1-yard line, it's going to have to be a bang-bang play, right? Quarterback making a quick read, getting it out quickly, receiver being ready for it. All 3 of those things happen for the offense, scoring that touchdown.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. He wants to throw it. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Send the tight end in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
To throw, it's Manning. Got the back over the middle. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Making side adjustments here. On the run, it's Frazier. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Got it in the middle, it's Humphries. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical 4th downs. He found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Go.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. It's caught. The two-pointer is good, and now we have a one-possession game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Man, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. He's got him in the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Moving out of the pocket. Slings it downfield. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that is elite 3rd down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy, Jesse. I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, 3rd in California, to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is, and this dude's obviously one of the best in the country, but the defense, they were all over it. They were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Second down coming up.
One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish.
Texas 24, Georgia 16.
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Humphries. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Trying to find the end zone. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal.
I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrendering any points. They couldn't do it, though, and now all of a sudden their backs are against the wall.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like...
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Georgia!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing on concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. And that was so close to a turnover in the end zone. The defense almost with the huge play.
Texas.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Number 92.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got his man on the right. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Caught behind the line. It's Lockett. There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Manning. Finds his tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Looking to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. This time of year, when you're the higher-ranked team, you're getting everybody's best shot, and guys, they answered the bell.
There are head coaches in this sport that say nameless, faceless opponents. You got to be able to show up. You got to be able to bring your best game to the park, regardless of who you're playing. A lot of eyes on this one, David, because of the rankings, but man, they were easily the better team today.
Well, and I get that nameless faces, but when you play a ranked team, it gets your blood going a little bit. And you could tell they were ready to make a statement. Played a good squad. They made it look like they weren't a good squad, proving why they're ranked so high.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run play action. They're working that left side. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Just drives it between the uprights. Now it'll take a touchdown to beat them, a 5-point lead here in the fourth. First order of business here, don't give up a big return, then the defense just has to keep them out of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be changing the route. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
He's got him this time. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Delp. Takes it out of bounds, and there are 12 seconds remaining to finish this drive. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Finds a tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Line getting set on second down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. To the air. It's Stockton. Rifles it down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. What a show both of these teams put on today.